Hey, we are live, Facebook friends. Good evening. Good evening. This is Dr. A, and I am excited to come to you tonight with a Thoughtful Thursday teaser. That's right. This is a preview for what we're going to talk about on Google Meet this Thursday, which is tomorrow at 7 p.m. As I wait for a few people to come on, I know this is not an announced live stream, so maybe a few people will hop on right now. I am broadcasting on my personal page. We're broadcasting on our church page. We're broadcasting on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So there are a variety of places right now where you can find us. I'm doing this to create more interest and more energy around joining us on Google Meet for our conversations on Thursday night. The reason I'm doing this is because God spoke to me and simply said that, during our Thoughtful Thursday time together, I am giving a lot of information and I enjoy doing that. That's not a problem for me. But there is an opportunity for the feedback, for the dialogue, for the corporate prayer that we have together, the sharing where we can see each other's faces and hear each other's voices. And so, because of that, I am listening to the voice of God and I am hosting this on Google Meet. Now, the information for Google Meet is in the chat right now. So, if you are going to join us on tomorrow night, I'm going to ask you to go ahead and copy and paste it somewhere so that you'll be able to find it later. Okay. So, our Thoughtful Thursday teaser tonight is on John 17. John 17, which is what we're going to go over tomorrow night. And I want to give you a few things that I know we're going to cover so you can begin to read and you can begin to think about um, how God moves in this particular passage. So in John 17, we have what is actually the Lord's Prayer, right? In John 17, we have what is actually the Lord's Prayer. I know that many of us have been taught that the Lord's Prayer is the prayer that Jesus taught his disciples, right? This is more of a model prayer. This is the prayer that Jesus actually prays when Jesus is preparing himself to face crucifixion and death, right? And so in John 17, I want to ask you a few questions. I want you to research these things and read these things for tomorrow night. Did you know that in John 17, Jesus looks up to God and thanks God for giving him certain things? He looks up and he thanks the Father for giving him certain things, right? I want to know tomorrow night, what are the things that Jesus is grateful for? What are the things that Jesus thanks the Father for in the beginning of that prayer? The second thing I want to ask you is, who is Jesus praying for? When Jesus goes into that secret place, when he goes into his own secret closet, if you will, Jesus begins to pray. But for whom is he praying in John 17? And how does Jesus's prayer connect to the prayers that you pray? Whether you pray every day, whether you pray once a week, whether you just pray when you are getting ready to eat or going to bed or waking up or in the car, whenever you pray, how does the prayer of Jesus and John 17 connect to your prayers and how you connect to God in your personal life? The last question I have for you in this teaser for Thoughtful Thursday, right? Because I'm only going to be on here about 5 minutes. So I got 30 seconds left. The last piece that I want to ask you to think about as you read John 17 to prepare for tomorrow, I want you to ask yourself, why is this prayer still significant for us today? Why is the prayer that Jesus prayed in the garden at that time still significant for us today? In what way does the prayer connect to you personally? Not just to your prayer life, but to you personally, right? So this is your Thoughtful Thursday teaser. On tomorrow night, we're going to cover John 17 on Google Meet. The information to join us is in the comment section. I want you to copy it and paste it and join us so that I can see your faces and hear your voices. Remember, I'm asking you a few questions. First of all, I want to know from John 17, what is Jesus thankful for when he kneels down to pray to the Father? I want to know, number two, Jesus's prayer in this chapter is for particular groups of people. Who are those people? For whom is Jesus praying? And how does those prayers connect to your own prayer life? Last thing I want to know, why is this particular prayer still relevant in our lives today? Where does it resonate with you? Where does it make you leap? Where does it give you joy or comfort? I know we're going to have a great conversation tomorrow night, and I want you to be there 7 p.m. Eastern. Copy and paste the information and join us on Google Meet tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern. TFCC, I'm looking for you to be there. Bring a friend. Be ready to have a conversation. Thanks, everybody. You all have a good night, and I will see you in another day. All right. Take care. Be well, be blessed, and be transformed. Bye bye.